So, LinkedIn has a new feature. It launched probably a couple of weeks ago, end of July-ish, called the AI Slop feature. You are hearing that correctly. LinkedIn has a new feature that allows you to report content or comments that seem like quote unquote AI slop. So this is interesting. I was actually talking about this with Nancy because I have mixed feelings about this because Nancy and I fully believe in using AI, number one, as a tool to expand your voice and to create systems and workflows to shorten certain processes and procedures that may have taken you days and hours. But we also believe in it that it needs to combine the human voice element with AI to create more genuine either comments or content. Now, so there, I wanted to go over the key details of this, and then I will show you and kind of walk you guys through verbally where you can find this new AI slop feature. So it's a new button within, if you ever look at a post within your feed, there's always going to be three dots to the top right of it. And if you click on that, traditionally, it gave you a couple different options, saving, copy link to post, embed this post, unfollow, or unconnect. You're not interested, or report post if it's really something of abuse or something too polarizing. But they have a new feature within that that says seems like AI slop. Now, what I'll say is this. I understand why LinkedIn brought this about. My only fear is this. My fear is that people will abuse this because I don't want to give a percentage of how many users of LinkedIn are using AI to help with their content, but I would say it's a very, very large percentage. I'm not going to say 80%. I'm going to say maybe half of the people on LinkedIn maybe are, maybe less than that. I don't know. I would like to find out. I can reach out to a couple people to see if they have any knowledge on that. But my fear is that some of the LinkedIn trolls, the people that hate on people for no reason, whether it's jealousy or comparison or just being mean-spirited, I feel like this kind of tool in the hands of the wrong people may abuse it. So I just want to give forewarning that, before you go and you start reporting all this as AI slop, what I consider AI slop is something that is just really, really bad. It has nothing to do with business content. You have to understand everyone that is using AI right now to help them with their content, they're at different learning curves. There are people that are very advanced, and you can't tell that it's AI because they've been using AI for so long and it knows their voice and they have a lot of humanization injected into it. But there's also people every single day using AI for the first time. So we can't fault these people for creating content or writing text that seems very AI generated. We can't fault these people. There's every master was once a disaster, right? T.R. Becker says this. So let's give people some grace. But if we see repeat offenders and it's like really, really, really bad content, then I understand why people would report it as AI slop. So again, it's found in the three dot menu. LinkedIn has made an adjustment. So it's removed the old enhance your post generative writing tool. So I think everyone said that, or you could see this, that LinkedIn had its own AI writing tool. Now it has just a basic proofreader that retains the user's natural voice. If you have premium, you can use this feature. But behind the scenes of all this, user reports act as now more of like crowdsourced data for new classifiers of AI rather than just triggering instant deletions or bans, meaning there's a private warning that LinkedIn gives these account users. So accounts flagged repeatedly for AI slop receive private indicators in their analytics dashboard rather than public shaming. So they do kind of keep this more behind the scenes so that person knows that people are kind of noticing that it is very AI sloppish. So again, for anyone that, wants to see what this actually looks like, all you have to do is go through any one of your post feeds, and you'll see the three dots at the very top, and you'll see there's going to be a save option, a copy link to post, embed, unfollow, not interested, and then you'll see it says seems like AI slop. Now, as far as the analytics, all you would have to do is click on post impressions, and this would basically tell you, or it would show you, if there was any sort of notification from LinkedIn. Um, right now, it's just giving discovery, engagement, top performing posts. So this is where you basically would see if there was any sort of you know AI slop-ish type of stuff. So again, if you click on the overview, it gives you your performance, your post impressions, your follower count, your profile views, search appearances, newsletters, newsletter growth. There's weekly progress reports. So again, this is where if you were going to get flagged and if you were going to have something reported as AI slop, that's where LinkedIn would privately show it to you just to make sure. So again, if you do come across something that is very abrasive, very overly AI generated that is really not providing value, and I think this is the big thing, when should you report something as AI slop? In my honest and humbled opinion, if it's something that's very derogatory, if it's something that's very polarizing, overly political, where it has nothing to do with business, maybe there's shaming involved, negativity, just being mean. I would say that is something that's worth flagging as AI slop if it looks like AI slop. But you have to remember, I think with something like this new tool, there's always a grace period. We always have to give people grace to see if they figure it out. And if, the one big thing is that, you know, I always like to give secondary options. So instead of just reporting something as AI slop, just unfollow the person or let LinkedIn know that you're not interested in that so it doesn't populate in your feed anymore. But again, if it's really bad, if it's really offensive, if it's really overly AI generated, and in your heart of hearts, you go through the filter of life, is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it truthful? What you're about to do? Like, is it really necessary that I report this as AI slop? Is it kind to report this as AI slop? So, the filter of life, Nancy and I have talked about this before. If those boxes are unchecked, then just let it go. If it's not hurting you in any way, I would just move right past it. We choose the right things to give your energy and attention to, and disconnect yourself from the things that don't deserve your energy. And over analyzing someone's post, if it's too overly AI, is that really a good use of your time? I really want you to think about that. Is that a really good use of your time? Now, before I sign off from today's training and today's episode, for those that don't know, Nancy and I have actually created a thought leadership scorecard for people. And what this scorecard is, it's a 3 minute LinkedIn thought leadership scorecard. It's completely free, and it basically tells you within this, this scorecard where you are from profile optimization, content strategy, engagement and reach, lead gen capability. And again, we always let people know that only the top 3% of professionals are getting consistent leads and clients from LinkedIn, and we want to help you to enable yourself to do that. So it takes about 3 minutes to go through this assessment. If you're interested in taking our free LinkedIn scorecard assessment for thought leadership, and you're watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook, just type the word me, M-E, in the comments, and we will send you the link to take this free assessment. If you are listening on the podcast, it's even easier. Just go to the description of this episode and you can grab the link from there. So again, this is AI. This is LinkedIn's new AI slop reporting feature. Seems like AI slop. Again, just run through the filters. Is it really necessary that you do that? Is it really bothering you that much? Again, if it's derogatory, if it's an inflammatory piece of content, if it's really polarizing, yes, I can see within reason that you don't want that anywhere near the platform. But if it's pretty harmless, put yourself in that person's shoes. We have no clue where these people are within their AI journey. Maybe this is the first time they're ever using it. They don't know. They're trying to navigate it just like the way that you were when you first started using it. So I hope you found today's episode and today's training helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.